Hey everyone, how's it going? I hope you guys are good. Welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be what is it that people didn't expect from you. So my lovelies, what I would like you to do is take a look at these three images. Go towards the image that you feel most intuitively drawn to. As always, my honeys, if you feel like you need more time, pause this video. If not, let's get straight into the tarot messages. And I hope that you guys enjoy. As always, timestamps will be in the comments below for you. Hey Pole One, how's it going? I hope you guys are well. If you guys chose this image, let's get into a reading. I hope that you guys enjoy the messages, okay? Pole One, what did people not expect about you? What is it that people did not expect about Pole One, please? Page of Swords. I'm hearing the youngest in the family, so that could be for someone in this reading. High Priestess. There's a lot of, I'm hearing monitoring spirits. You may have a lot of people that watch you behind the scenes. You know that though. Yeah, you know that. I could be talking to a high priest or a high priestess in this reading. Heavy Pisces energy here with Cancer, and I'm hearing Scorpio in my head. So someone may have strong water placements, or overall, if you don't, there's a lot of depth to you. You can sense people's energy, especially when you enter in a room, I'm hearing. So what did people not expect about you? Please don't come for me, but the Page of Swords is someone who learns, okay? It's not the King of Swords, it's not the Queen of Swords where there's mental clarity and there's wisdom. So like I channeled, I don't know if you're the youngest in the family or just people put it down to unintelligence. I'm sorry, guys, I have to say what I'm hearing in my head, and I feel like you have proved someone wrong in this reading, that there is more depth to you. It's kind of like playing the dummy, acting the fool. You don't also question things, but you know anyway. So that's a side note in itself. But I don't know if you are someone that didn't have a good educational background, or if you did, people saw you as someone who's very smart, but you didn't reach your full potential. Now, guys, remember, these are only people's perception. It doesn't mean that it's the truth, but I can only go by what I'm intuitively feeling. But it's kind of like they're questioning things that they thought about you. And I also do feel like there's a lot of gossip behind the scenes about you as well. It's quite low vibrational energy where they don't keep your name out of their mouth, I'm hearing. But it's interesting because, like I said, even though you may not speak on it because your intuition tells you not to, it kind of like spooks them out that you may as well be in a room, because whatever you do pick up on, it's like they feel like you're spying on them when really they're the monitoring spirits. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if someone does something online. Someone could be a tarot reader in this reading. Or overall, if you do communicate, you have a way of saying something to make people go into their shell where they don't confirm things to you based on what you say. It's quite vague, but it's enough for someone to know that you know. I know that you know. I hope that that makes sense. And for me to be like, and screwing up my face, it's like a sense of confusion. People are really confused that you're able to pick up on things that are meant to remain hidden. Okay, things that are meant to be left in the dark, things that are kept beneath the surface. If you're a tarot reader, someone watches your tarot readings in secret. That is for someone. Oh, nice. This is an enemy disguised as a friend. I don't like this energy, but let's continue. Oh, shit. Who am I talking to in this reading? Heavy water. Queen of Cups is here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Seven of Wands. The Empress. People did not expect you to level up. Why am I getting that people just thought that you were just this Mr. Mrs. Nicey? And maybe you were. But maybe it took for you to befriend your intuition. Maybe that was a spiritual lesson, to trust the feelings, the energy that you always felt. I don't know, people used to put it down to like, you're crazy. Did you get that a lot? I don't know if this is your own mother or sister for some of you, or when you was in relationships, even friendships. Why am I getting like gaslighting kind of energy where people would try to mess with your psyche or make you question things like, is it now? Is it not? Okay, I'm crazy. Oh, I'm paranoid. And it's like, all along you were bang on the money. And this could have been when you was a child for some of you, where I'm hearing it would give you a complex. I don't like that. So I feel, anyway, like I said, right, it's their perception, but I feel like you are someone who is point blank period, very intelligent, but there's something to do with someone's upbringing in this reading, or people that you connected with in your walk of life that made you think that you wasn't intelligent. You know, your intuition is paranoia. And now as you've got older, because queens are mature, I don't know if I'm talking to someone who's 30 onwards, but this is where you are trusting the emotional depth, trusting your intuition. I saw what I saw. I heard what I heard. My dreams are not just dreams I'm hearing. So I don't know if you used to say to a parent or anyone, I had this dream, and something about premonitions, and people, whatever, you're crazy, you know, or something to do with naysaying here, to do with anything that you wanted to create or grow or give birth to. And people are seeing it as that you are managing to get something to hit off the ground, I'm hearing. It's like you've pushed back a narrative. It's like a return to sender in this reading here. But there's this huge energetic block. I feel like there's something to do with boundaries as well, like people taking your kindness for weakness, and they didn't expect that you would stand on business. There's something about people did not expect that you would stand on business and put them in their place, but also standing up for yourself. It's really giving an energy of being true to who you are, walking with your head held high. This is who I am, like it or lump it, but this is the new it's kind of like you letting it known with your actions and how you express yourself going forward. This is who I am and how it's going to be. Either you accept it or you don't. But I do feel like they may be putting it down to that there's either something wrong, or I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is to do with people around you that are really hyper focused on twisted narratives here. And I can't shift this off to make it out like you're crazy or you're delusional. And they know that's not the case because they don't really want to reveal themselves and really speak to you. They'll rather be behind the scenes and spy on you. What's your content if you're a content creator, or your social media if you're not a content creator? Something to do with spying. Something to do with spying, or someone may speak to a child to use a child as a spy, which I don't like, to get information about you. And you pick up on that. I'm talking to someone who is tapped all the way to fucking, and they will receive downloads. Like I said, you're able to read energies very well. If someone's trying to get information about you in a roundabout way through a third party, a child, a friend, I don't know, you're like, I don't know, someone communicates something to you and you're like, why do they want to know that? And then it's like, okay, bet. Now I need to move in a certain way. I don't know, guys, if you have got no contact with certain people, but there could be an outsider, like a mutual that you still talk to, that they're trying to connect with to know about your business. Why are people so obsessed about what's going on in your private life? But that's another energy coming through where you don't overshare. I'm hearing you're more reserved, held back. You're a mystery. People don't know what the hell's going on in your life. And you've been divinely guided to not say so much because of what I just mentioned. Let's continue. Queen of Wands. Yeah, something to do with confidence here. Stepping more in your power, being more assertive, putting yourself out there. But again, I know I sound like a stark record, guys, but I really do feel like it's to do with someone's upbringing here, where they were always questioning, am I good enough? I'm hearing, and I feel like I'm talking to a late bloomer. I really do, where I feel like you are more confident in your actions because you have accepted, like I said, the emotional depth of you. You possibly accepted your spiritual gifts. That could definitely be a possibility. And I do feel like you was possibly misunderstood when growing up, especially in school. I'm hearing college as well. And now embracing as you get older, it's okay for me to stand out like a sore thumb. That's how it's meant to be. You're unique. But I feel like as growing up, you were told in a really roundabout, indirect, passive aggressive way, I'm hearing, that it's not okay to be different. Confirmation with that fib. Tell me more with that Queen of Wands. Seven of Cups. Something to do with you having options. Oh shit. Who am I talking to in this reading? I'm hearing your hard work is going to pay off. So there's something to do with you building things, whatever that may mean for you. We also do have a counterpart, which I'm going to get to in a minute. But there's something to do with you balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy. I feel like there's something to do with maturity as well. You could be someone that also has had a lot of things coming your way all at once. A lot of challenges, ebbs and flows in life, as you do in life, right? But I do feel like you've had your fair share of, just give me a fucking break. I just want peace, And I feel like people did not expect you to deal with so many things. It's like people always want to challenge you, don't they? But I'm also getting like life, where the divine puts you, can you handle this, And when you're going through or experiencing that energy, people do not expect you to still remain comfortable, still in your light, in your power. You're still remaining confident. You're not in self-doubt. You're not having a Britney Spears moment. No tea, no shade to Britney. I love you, Britney. But it's really given that. Why am I getting like people wanting you to lose your mind? What is this, guys? This reading's making me feel quite uncomfortable. And it's just like people wanting you to be something that you're not, or wanting you to turn out down and out, basically, whether you would either have like mental health issues, or if you do, you were able to get therapy, clear out your mind. I'm hearing purging. So there's a lot of things that you have cleansed out, but you didn't allow your circumstances to affect you emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It built character. You remained standing in your power. If anything, it made you more stronger. And then on top, you're still able to continue building your legacy, continue to be responsible for yourself, but also stability, security. I don't know if I'm talking to a business owner in this reading, a parent even. You don't have to be, but there's something to do with you having all these scenarios coming towards you, people, environments, like I said, the divine possibly putting you to the test as well, naysayers, the list goes on, right? Where what's come out of it is, like I said, strength, but also options. It's like, wow. Why am I getting like people think like, out of you, you're the one with the options? What do you mean? I don't know, guys, but this is what it's given. Some of you, this could be parents thinking this. That's for someone in this reading, or your baby mum or baby father, an ex-husband, an ex-wife. Someone's trying to plant a narrative like you're delusional, where it's like, you're the delusional one, you're not rat tight. I'm just saying. I don't know, something's not sticking and it's not meant to. Someone doesn't like the fact that you can hold your own, that you're able to grow, nurture yourself. It's like, it's really giving like someone would rather you be, like I said, down and out and codependent. And your guys are like, hell no. And that's the truth, Queen of Swords. What's this Queen of Swords? Page of Cups, yeah. There's something to do with inner child in this reading. This reading cuts a bit deeper, I would say. I don't even know if these are old friends as well, siblings for some of you. Or again, I could be talking to someone who has a weird ex, baby mum, baby father, ex-wife, ex-husband that doesn't like that they got rejected. I'm hearing someone got refused, rejected, and you've done bigger and better without them, and they've been in their ego since, trying to tear you down. No, I'm going to try and end this on a positive here, but Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, Four of Cups. What did people not expect? To call things out, you know, to remain standing in your truth, to be authentic, you know, your authenticity has paid off. Now let's go back, guys. Remember what I was saying in the beginning, right? And I hope no one gets, I really hope no one gets triggered by what I said in the beginning. Maybe I should put trigger warning, but they're seeing that you've leveled up mentally. But I don't feel like that's the case. I mean, you take it as it resonates. You know, your circumstances, your upbringing is going to be different, but I can't shift with this energy of where you, and also emotionally, look, we're going from the Page of Cups into the Queen of Cups, Page of Swords into the Queen of Swords. So, like I said, either people putting it down, you were unintelligent, or like I said, something to do with lack of education, or if that's not the case and you have a good education, it's just overall people wanting to dim your light to make you not step outside of the box, not to be in your power. But I'm also getting on the side note of where you may have been playing the dummy. It's like you latched on to a strategy here. Because, like, I feel like at one point you guys were always questioning yourself. Queen of Swords doesn't. It's like everything is going back to front. Remember what I said, return to sender? Everything is getting refused and pushed back to that person who has placed that narrative on you. And we do have a lot of folks here. So this is just confirming. I don't just feel like it's one particular person, as it is with the title, right? People. Some of you are really getting parents, or like I said, someone that you was in a long-term relationship with, ex-husband, boyfriend, baby mum, baby father, sisters, friends that were low-key jealous of you. Bloody bunch of weirdos that always wanted to have the options but made it make you feel like you were the option, like they were choosing you, which is interesting. Now that you are more outspoken or more confirmation, so that could be for some of you being more outspoken or making it known to people, yes, I'm still that lovey-dovey person and Mr. and Mrs. Nicey, but now there's a bit more spice to me. I stand on business and I said what I said, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But you have a way of expressing yourself where it's very assertive. That's what they didn't expect, like for you to just I'm hearing double down in my head. So there's something to do with a strategy here, and it's to do with communication. Like if people try to downplay and make it look like what they're saying that is only innocent, you're going to be like, no, let's call a spade at this point. You're trying to insult my intelligence, or I don't know, there's something about you just being very direct. You know, you're not going to try and laugh it off when really and truly you're being quite passive aggressive and you're trying to make me feel a type of way. So there's something to do with you calling out situations that are not so innocent, but they're trying to, I was only joking. Literally, look. So that's for someone, but also what they didn't expect is, yes, how you express yourself. It is very, I'm hearing smart mouth, but also you still remain in this innocent energy, still remaining in your light, still remaining with a smile on your face. Whereas before, for some of you, you would be down in the blues. Remember I was saying that people would take the piss. I'm joking. Sometimes it could affect your emotions. Where you would really take in on people's energies and emotions that weren't even bloody yours to begin with. That's for someone. Something about you marinating emotions. when it comes to the depth. But this is where you had to learn, like, differentiate. Is that my energy? Is it not? Is that how I really feel about myself? Heavy projections in this reading, but now you're the one with the last laugh. That's what people did not expect. Like, now you laugh at them. Oh, but I was only joking. That's what it's really giving for someone in this reading. It's like, yeah, I can be strategic with how I express, and I can be passive aggressive too. Because I really do feel like these are people that are big fat babies with fragile egos. So what did these people not expect for you to humble them? Something about people wanting to humble you here and make you feel a type of way, but you've reclaimed your power back. And I don't know who these people are, but they are bloody miserable, negative Nancy's. Ugh, no. Let's go through the signs, my honey. So we got Libra, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Libra. Heavy water in this reading. And air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, honeys, all the best. Bye-bye. Hey there, part 2. How's it going, my honeys? I hope you guys are good. If you guys chose this image, let's enter your reading. I hope that you guys enjoy the messages, okay? Part 2. What is it that people did not expect about you? The Emperor. What's the Emperor about? 4 of Wands. So these could be faults in your community. I feel like you're the backbone in your community. I don't know if I'm talking to a father in this reading, but the Emperor is someone who is responsible for themselves and people around them. So I do feel like you play a very important role. People see you as you're very important in my life. Confirmation. But there's something about you walking away from that. I don't want the responsibility. Period. I just want to stand alone, because it's interesting how the cards are. These two cards are together and this Emperor's way over here. So it's kind of like people did not expect for you to stand on business and make a decision on that. It's kind of like, will you be responsible for your community? Support yourself, because you can't depend on me forever, I'm hearing. I don't know. So whoever these folks are, it's kind of like, yeah, I'll support you, but I'm not going to be doing that all day, every day. I got to make moves for myself, you know. It's like 8 of Cups. This energy that you're in of always providing, supporting, like I said, being the backbone of others, it's draining. It is draining because you're not showing up for yourself first, you know. Tell me more when it comes to this 8 of Cups. Some of you, this is family or in a workplace. With a 10 of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. No. There's something about you weren't nurturing yourself well, honey, but you see that now, which is a good thing. So overall, part 2, what is it that people didn't expect about you for you to step down, to no longer nurture? There's something to do with loyalty here. Being loyal to you, being kind to you. As I said, showing up more for yourself. To put more time and energy into your long-term investments. Five of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like these are lazy little buggers. They don't put in the work, but it's because you was possibly blocking that where they felt like they didn't need to. They got too comfortable with you. You always showing up. You always supporting them. You always nurturing. You'll always be there. You know, it's something to do with where they got so used to your energy, they were not appreciating you. Just taking you for granted, like you'll always be there. I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, bloody leeches. Take. There was a taker in the situation and a giver, and it's like, I'm taking it all back. People did not expect you to take things back, and it's not a sense of where it's like, okay, I bought you this and that. Why am I hearing PlayStation in my head? I don't know where that came from. That's a very specific message. If it doesn't resonate, leave it alone, okay? But overall, it's more energetically. It's more energy. I mean, you take it as it resonates if you purchase things for someone and you're taking it back. But like I said, I'm not really getting that. I'm more getting of you pulling it all the way back, reining it in, and making people in your community figure it out for themselves. And this is where it creates that space for them to go figure. Especially if it's something to do with people in your community that were not looking for a job and unemployed, making excuses of, oh, okay, but I lost my job, or I can't work because of this, or I'm depressed, and it's like, really? How long are you going to be winging that for? I'm hearing. I know it's something to do with opportunity, someone using you for money, or asking you for money, or asking for favors. Oh gosh, no, guys, absolutely not. And then you were left short, possibly financially, definitely energetically. There was no value that you were holding on to. They bloody took it all. And it's like they're now back in the energies where they started. The same way you had to build yourself from ground zero with that emperor there. Build your empire, build your community. The same way they have to go and do it. And they're like, wow, I didn't expect you for me to do the work. Don't come for me, guys, but I feel like you may have enabled or nurtured too much to a situation. It's really given that. Some of you, I'm getting family and work, where they just felt like they didn't need to show up or do any form of legwork because you had everything in order, as the emperor does. Let's continue. Yeah, there's something to do with neglect in this reading. Yeah, death. They're done over. Changes are coming in. People did not expect you to implement a new belief system. That's what you're transitioning on. Yeah, judgment. And we have the 10 of cups. I'm making a decision to focus on my overall happiness, my emotional abundance. And the divine is backing you on that. If anything, the divine's trying to get your attention. What relationships are going to bring harmony in your life? So there could be certain folks in your community that you still fuck with, pardon my language, but some that you're like, no, to the left. Whether it's actually you being in a relationship or, like I said, only specific people that is going to add to your happiness, not subtract. I don't know if you've announced something. People did not expect, this is a very specific message. They did not expect you to announce a relationship. Like, you in a relationship? Or you announcing that you're going to do what's going to make you happy. So 2 energies there, you take it as it resonates. It's like, wow, you're actually patterning up and you're committing to this judgment call. People thought that you were never going to transition on this or change. And I've actually thought people thought you was always going to be doing the same thing. Let's continue, guys, with this 10 of cups. I'm glad that you're at a place of happiness, though, or if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's what's to come. These people are blocking your growth, your happiness, your abundance. And anyone that comes in our life that's in alignment with us, they're not meant to be a blockage. They're meant to add, like I said. 5 of Swords. What's this 5 of Swords? Justice. Something about pettiness, petty behavior. Ego. What is this? Yeah, your energy is telling me you're a peacemaker. You're very protective of others. Someone may have Leo or Libra in their chart. And there's something about you making a decision and you being in that energy. Like I said, there's something about you're still there. So I'm in my own lane. I'm stepping in my power. That's what people did not expect you to stand in your power. And again, be loyal to you. Be confident in the vision that you have. And it's something to do with you making decisions that's true to you, that resonates with you. So then you can be in alignment. Like, it's time for me to be honest with myself. People did not expect that you'll be honest with yourself, but to others. And if you are someone who is used to always peacemaking, I don't know, something about resolving things. You know, I'm just leaving you lot to get on with it. I don't care. I don't know. So that's for some of you. There's a lot of things that goes on in your community to do with sabotaging, harsh communication, or negative changes that takes place. It's like, I'm hearing I'm not going to get too involved in this. Tell me more. Oh, Ace of Cups. Go you guys. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Two of Swords. I'm hearing ignoring calls. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Wands. Something about you ignoring messages or ignoring invites. I'm also getting like you stepping down on things that don't turn you on anymore, because King of Wands, Page of Wands, it's like you have this different kind of passion. So I don't know what used to excite you. People didn't expect, like, oh my gosh, you don't do that anymore. Oh, you don't. I'm hearing you don't go hiking anymore. I don't know if you had hobbies, interests, or things that used to gas you up and you would explore and do. No, I don't do that no more. People seeing it as that you had, like I said, a different kind of passion. You've reined it in a bit if you used to explore a lot. Well, like I said, it's just a different sense of, it's a different taste. Like certain things give you the ick now, doesn't it? And like I said, you're ignoring invites or going certain places and with particular people that you just see. No, I can't be, because what the hell is a King of Wands doing with a page? You know, so it could be someone who is still on some fuck shit and doesn't want to grow up. That's for some of you. And you're just like, yeah, I can't. I'm hearing it will ruin your reputation, which I can see where that channel message is coming from. King of Wands has got a good reputation. So you're seeing it as if you rub shoulders, I'm hearing, with certain people, it's just going to block your vision, block your path. There's so many things that you're assessing, which would make sense with that death, you know. It's like you're purging, you're cleansing. I've got to close the door on this and that person, that environment. 8 of Cups. You're abandoning so many things. People did not expect you to abandon and walk away, but also to no longer feel attached to things or a person, or I don't know. You've fallen out of love with certain things or way of doing things, which would make sense because the Ace of Cups is here. Your heart chakra is opening up to new possibilities. And this is where it ties into, like, oh my gosh, I never thought that you would no longer have interest in, you know, not going to that place or confirmation with that bib. So again, guys, whatever those interests, hobbies, or way of doing things were, you've outgrown it, haven't you? Death is here. As I said, you're changing. People didn't think that you would transition and change a way of doing things or closing things out, and you have. But as I said, I don't just feel like it's one particular thing. I'm hearing so many things at once. I'm hearing domino effects. I don't know if you have realized, like, one thing after another, like things are just falling off, and it's meant to. It's meant to, so the divine can create space for new energy. And this is where this 10 of Cups comes in. You're having a second chance in life with that judgment there. This is a long time coming, guys, I would say. You deserve this. It's time to make yourself happy. 5 of Wands. Now they want to fight for your attention. That's interesting. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. You're no longer in your head. Someone may have heavy Leo in their chart here. If you were very conflicted of how you should invest your time, or you was in your head, oh, I've wasted time, you know, you planted your seeds and so, I got little to no growth out of this, or if you did, what's left of what you harvest, it could go either way. There's something about you having a really negative mindset over something that you invested your time into, or whatever you didn't. It's kind of like people are, they never thought that you would, something about you no longer getting in your own way, just pulling up the courage, again, something to do with more confidence here, believing more in yourself, taking action instead of getting in your head over it and fussing and fighting. And you know, if there is someone with mental health issues, you're not allowing that to hinder you. So that's for someone. I don't know. Either it's that you have mental health issues or something about you not planting seeds in your red. And I'm hearing, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like talking yourself out of doing things. I'm just going to do it, okay? I'm just going to take that plunge and wish for the best. It's really giving like full energy here. And that's the truth. Queen of Swords. A couple more and then I'm going to close out your reading. 9 of Wands. 5 of Cups reverse. 2 of Wands reverse. And we have the Hermit. I really do feel like I'm talking to someone who has experienced a lot of, I'm hearing karmic lessons, so that could, yeah, Hierophant to the Judgment could be. I feel like you've had your fair share of tests and spiritual lessons, especially with this Hermit here. And I feel, right, people are quite spooked out with your spiritual enlightenment. This is a different energy, which I really do like, because I'm hearing knowledge is power. I don't know if you are someone, I'm hearing grandkids. Someone may have grandkids in this reading, but feeding people knowledge. I'm hearing Discovery Channel. I don't know if someone watches Discovery Channel or crime I'm hearing, but there's something about you feeding other people knowledge, whether it's just through stories, things that you have studied over a period of years. I don't know if you're someone who reads a lot of books, but I feel like people used to get a bit frustrated the fact that you wouldn't prepare and plan or go any further with that enlightenment, with the knowledge. Like people are seeing that as that you could actually make money out of that, I'm hearing. And why did I look at that light that he's holding as a pentacle, which is very interesting. And that is lying on the Justice. So people didn't expect the fact that you know, instead of feeding other people all this knowledge and then they possibly took credit for your work and only wanting to, oh, hi, how are you? Can you help me with this? Or trying to kiss your ass so then they could get ahead, I'm hearing. It's kind of like you're saving all that knowledge and power for yourself. Be more wiser. Like, is that really a smart move when I'm not going to get nothing out of it because all it's doing is blocking my path? What is it to do with you not making decisions or preparing and feeling conflicted about it? It's like you, maybe there were setbacks when life was lifing with that 9 of Wands. You were persevering through life. But people are seeing as you can write a book, I'm hearing. So I don't know if you are. But overall, it's kind of like you turning all this knowledge and power and wisdom into income. Because 10 of Pentacles is here. And it's kind of like, oh my gosh, you see it as well. Because people are seeing that you used to hold back. Like you wouldn't pull up the courage to do more for yourself. Now, guys, don't come for me. If you know that you don't do that, then don't take that message. Or if you know that you did, it's only their perspective. Let's not, no, it's not that deep. But anyway, they're seeing it as, why do I feel like these readings are going to be a bit triggering? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But anyway, they're seeing it as that you didn't take it any further, like reaching your full potential, and now you are. Now they're side-eyeing you, like, okay, calm down, mate. We wanted you to see how intelligent you were, but not that much. So which one is it then? Were you being hype man, hype girl, or no, you're not? That could be. With that 5 of Swords there, they're feeling a bit conflicted. Like, okay, so you're actually doing something about your intelligence. Someone may have Virgo in their chart. I don't know, someone is a teacher in this reading. It's something about you teaching others, but I feel like you would just do that in general. But there's something about you, like I said, you're actually making it happen to bring it into your 3D world, to build a legacy on that. Oh, I like that, guys. I feel like you'll be a bloody good teacher, whether it's actually teaching kids or in what shape or form. You definitely have leadership skills. And I feel like you're embracing that now. It's interesting because let's go back to that Emperor. People are seeing it as like, be careful with that, but you're on path now, which I do like. But it's kind of like things that you were supporting and taking control of and taking the lead of. It's just confirming you were meant to take the lead in other ways to then reach to your 10 of Cups And that's what people didn't expect. Like, wow, you're actually taking the lead in the right way. So then now it works in your favor. Now things are back in alignment because, like I said, you've had an awakening now. Oh, very much like this reading, guys. Wishing you all the best for the future. I feel like you have a very bright one. A very bright one. So, Libra, Scorpio, Aries, Virgo, Leo again. Heavy Leo in this reading. Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus. Sorry, guys. These cards are so dark. I can't even see the font on it. But anyway, yeah, Libra. All right, honeys, all the best. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pal Free. How's it going, my honeys? I hope you guys are good. If you guys chose this image, let's enter your reading. I hope that you guys enjoy the messages, okay? Pal Free. What's going on, my honey? What is it that people didn't expect about you? The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords. Okay, I like that. So I'm hearing I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. So that's for someone in this reading. But I do feel with that Nine of Cups in reverse, there has been emotional dissatisfaction. I don't know if there is something to do with indulgences as well. You may have received good news that is going to push you in another direction where you can be more excited about life. That's for some of you. I don't know if someone has 2 children, up to 2. I'm hearing 3 children in my head. That's for someone in this reading. But overall, there's something about either A, you doing something about it, or you receiving news that is going to help you have more of a fulfilling life. But I do feel like you've put in the legwork, like you have taken some form of action. Your free will has stepped into play. So that's interesting. People may have seen that you were really dissatisfied, really unhappy with how things were going, in what shape or form, whether it's just your life as a whole or a particular situation. But it's kind of like you were more questioning, there was more curiosity rather than having the mental clarity. Maybe that's what you needed. You needed to either question, research more in order to proceed to move forward, or maybe you were waiting on news so then you could allow things to shift and go the way you want it to. But something's really telling me that you had a lot of conversations about this. I don't know if you were changing your mind a lot, like in a lot of doubt. There's something about you having more questions than answers, and it was bringing in a lot of hesitancy. I'm really getting that you may have not been ready either. It's like you were ready, but you weren't. It's like you may have felt like your thoughts and your actions, what you were feeling, being in this push and pull energy, feeling quite conflicted on what you should do. But anyway, I'm hearing staying put. So maybe you may have stayed put for a while whilst you were trying to figure it out. And people were seeing it as that's how it was going to remain. Like you weren't actually going to make a decision on that or do something in order to receive communication. So then it could, like I keep saying, for it to create that shift. So then you can maneuver wherever you need to go. Okay. Tell me more, please. Knight of Cups. I feel like it didn't feel right within your heart space to move. That's for someone in this reading. I feel like either I'm talking to a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if you don't, there's just something about your energy. There's a lot of depth to you, or just overall, you're someone who typically acts on emotions. You know, if it feels off in your heart space, you're not going towards it. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who will still go towards an environment, a person, situation, even though, you know, some people are more logical, some people are emotional. You know, we're all built differently, but your energy is telling me I ain't moving. I'm not going towards anything if my heart's not telling me to do so and it doesn't feel right within my heart space. So that's interesting. They're seeing it as that something was making you very unfulfilled, dissatisfied. But then you needed this motivation. It's really telling me you needed that motivation in order to be like, yeah, it feels right. I can go now. So it's kind of like this is where it's linking into people could actually witness you being upset, but you weren't acting to make that shift. But I can see why, like I said, because either you still love the person, if it's to do with love, or like I said, everything in your being, your higher self, your intuition. I'm hearing I'm not ready to leave. I don't know. Tell me more, please. 8 of Wands. Some of you have received communication news. That's for some of you. Or you've taken action where it's like, what? Out of nowhere, we didn't expect you because we've been having conversations for time. I'm hearing so something about people may be seeing it as that you're saying one thing, but really you've been doing something behind the scenes. So that's for someone. So say for instance, you're having a conversation with someone about this situation, whatever it means for you, and you're still questioning. They're thinking that you're still in that same mindset. And meanwhile, I don't know, there's something to do with a surprise here. That's how people are seeing it, as like they feel a bit blindsided. They didn't even know that you were doing something behind the scenes or speaking, sending emails. I'm hearing you may have kept something on the hush hush and was divinely guided when to announce something. I don't know if you posted something as well with that 8 of Wands there. That could be, or overall you sent a message to certain folks about where you're going next. It could be pertaining to travel with that 8 of Wands. Yeah, you kept something on the hush hush. As for some of you, very interesting. So overall, what did people not expect about you for you to, I don't know if you overshare a lot. That could be for someone, but your intuition was telling you, no, keep it quiet. Maybe you had to celebrate this good news behind the scenes on your own, or you let one particular person know, or none at all. Now you got other people thinking like, oh, I thought, why didn't you tell me? I don't know. There's certain people that feel a bit left out, like they were the last to know. I'm hearing, what is this? I don't know, guys. I don't know what the hell this is about. I hope it makes sense for someone. But overall, there's progress here. Well, that's where you're heading to, progress. People did not expect you to. I can't shift off this energy of like you kept this quiet for so long and you didn't say a damn thing, but it's something to do with good news, travel, like I said, or something that's going to help your lifestyle, to get you back in a routine, possibly to get you grounded. Could be pertaining to work for some of you, or more solid. Because let's go back to that 9 of Cups in reverse. Something was making you feel out of sorts, I'm hearing. And it's something to do with you on a journey with this, though. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. People did not expect you to come out of a negative mindset or in your head out over something. It's like you were too diligent. You were focusing on the negative rather than the positive. You saw it as like, this is too risky. I'm scared. I'm hearing you. People are seeing as that you were allowing your fears to get in the way, blocking you. Because yeah, with the Fool, it is very scary because you step into a new experience. It's the unknown. You don't know where the hell you are going to head or go towards with Fool. But that's the whole point. You have that inner faith. You trust. You believe that it is going to work in my favor, and you are taking that plunge into a new experience. And that's what people didn't expect. Like, wow, you actually took the leap. Now, for some of you, it could be simple as that you're exploring more. Knight of Pentacles is an energy of like sticking to that routine day in, day out. And that could be a possibility for someone, whether you are posting where you're going, whether you are traveling abroad, short trips. So this is a whole different energy of where people may see you as someone who, like I said, sticks to a routine. They always know where you are. I don't know where that's going. And there's something to do with you being in a complete opposite energy with that thought. It's like you're more spontaneous. You just do things on a whim. Say, for instance, okay, I want to go to Barbados next month. I'm just going to book the flight, you know, living more in the moment rather than just, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go and travel on my own. Or I'm hearing a bucket list that could be for someone. And it's just like, let me just get on my head and just live my life. So that's for someone, okay? I'm hearing life is too short. I'm hearing I want to have, I don't know where that's going. More to live for, I heard. It's like your life became dull. Don't know if you have a bestie. You've been traveling with a bestie, that's for someone, or children. But I am getting like there's an outsider that's like feeling a bit put out because you don't bring them in. I don't know what that's about. Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. What's this King of Cups about? If there was someone romantically that you was getting to know, they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They didn't expect that you would leave it as no contact and leave the situation alone. So I don't know if you were in a back and forth situation with someone, like it would pick up really quickly and then it would just go flatline, like nothing was going on after you guys would pick things up or reconnect. But there's something about you being in an unhappy romantic situation, but there's something pertaining to contact to no contact, contact to no contact, new beginnings to endings, you know, and they're seeing it as that they didn't expect that. I don't know if someone came towards you and expressed something to you and you were sending messages to someone about this situation, but they're seeing it as that this time round you've listened to your intuition based on the fact that you see, I'm hearing it's more harm than good, whether it's towards your mental health, emotionally, maybe someone's not emotionally available, they can't give you what you are deserving of, a fulfilling relationship. I just saw 1333, so I don't know if there's some form of interference. I don't know if this person's involved or overall they're not able to give to you, whether because they're given to another person for someone in this reading, or circumstances where they have a busy lifestyle. I don't know. Someone's not able to give to you due to their circumstances, but then you were, or just overall greed and immaturity. You take it as it resonates, but there's someone that was not fulfilling you in a romantic way, but they're seeing it as that you kept having false starts with that person. Now you're fully setting yourself free, and they didn't expect that because there's a lot of love involved. It's kind of like you setting yourself free from someone that you still care about, possibly linking into, what did I say in the beginning, that this is a whole different message now if it's pertaining to a romantic situation, that at the time it didn't feel right for you to set yourself free, but now it does. Why do I feel like there's more than one situation that was restricting you and not fulfilling you? Routine, work, romantically, a lot of contemplating but not setting yourself free. It's like you felt like a prisoner to your own environment. That's for someone. Okay, let's continue. Lovers, Three of Wands, you've made a choice. Very upsetting though. A lot of tears involved. Yeah, so people definitely did not expect you to see the truth, I'm hearing. I don't know. It's either for you to finally see the truth or you to just not be in denial or mentally conflicted. Make a decision. You were too concerned and worried about, again, what if this happens? When, you know, and it's like, well, you're never gonna know until you take that leap, you know. So I feel like you may have had someone like, just do it. And you're like, no, I can't do it, you know. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's because something was really close to home, and it's like, maybe you were worried about if you were going to be supported by others. I don't know if you were worried how things would look, or I don't know. Again, Chariot, people are seeing it as that you've done it. You've taken control of your destiny and you're moving forward and you're not looking back. So again, I don't know if it's to do with you leaving a relationship, someone that you was married to, a baby father for some of you. Some of you, definitely something about leaving a relationship. That's for some of you. Or leaving people behind that you really care about, people that you live with, your community. Or again, you could be in the Emperor where people didn't expect you to take control. You had to take control of something. They didn't expect that you would take control of your destiny and leave something behind. Now, like I said, whether it's a relationship or community, it's got to go either way. Talk about you getting in your car, packing bags, leaving. That's for someone. And now you're at a distance. Someone moved home in this reading, that could be. And that's the shock in itself, like, bloody hell. Because I don't know how long you was mentally conflicted about this, but people are seeing it as like you were conflicted about this for a while. And after that, they're seeing, now that you've made that decision, it's like a bittersweet feeling. There's growth. You can see the foresight clearer. And but also see this partnership for what it is. I don't know, guys. People didn't expect that you would see someone's true colors. Where's this reading going? Why do I feel like I'm picking up on so many different things? But like I said, I could be talking to a part 3 where, you know, there's been not just one situation that has been keeping you restricted. Maybe things go hand in hand. One situation, there's a lot of factors and situations attached to it. That could be for some of you. Oh no, this is sad, guys. Something about a really upsetting situation, a breakup possibly for some of you. It's like at the time you saw it as, I've lost it all, this is a loss, you know. And people are seeing it as that you finally seen that it wasn't a loss, it was that person's loss, or whatever that environment situation means for you. You're seeing it as it's an L on their part, not yours, because you're in the King of Pentacles. And I agree with your thought process. It's just that at the time, people are seeing it as that you were telling yourself different. Like, it's like self-sabotage, like telling yourself something that's a lie. That you have to remain restricted to your environment, circumstances, and even the divine's like, no, yeah, it's going to take a while for you to get back on your feet or whatever. You know, rightfully so, new beginnings. Yes, taking that leap is like that, but then you've got to adapt to change, a routine, a new way of doing things. And I feel like that's what your concern was, wasn't it? What's going to happen bloody after? And little do you know, and other people around you, they didn't expect you to be solid. It's like you making things happen after a really sad situation. There's abundance here. I like that for you guys. Let's get a couple more and then I'm going to close out your reading, okay? King of Swords. Yeah. What is going on here, guys? So overall, people, there's something to do with someone may have seen something. I don't know if this is your father or whoever this person is, though. I don't feel like you... King of Swords, they don't spare people's feelings, you know. They say it as it is. I just said, I don't like him. I don't like him. So I don't know if the first time you introduce someone to your father, grandfather, brother, uncle, I don't like him. Someone has a family member that's like, I don't care. I said what I said. I'm warning you now. The trouble I'm hearing. And it's like, okay, well, I'm hearing, but I love him. I don't know if you had family members or children or friends that didn't like someone that you was with, and now you're seeing why they were seeing this person as a red flag. Someone saw someone that you was connected to as a red flag, but at the time you were in love, and that's how it goes. It's happened to me before. Shit happens, you know, when we get lost in the sauce and lost in love, but we have to get our heart broken to then see that that person ain't shit, but it leads us to growth. And that's what someone is seeing as, that they are glad that you see their mental pattern. Someone is vexed because of the position that now you're in, or was. They don't like how that person has left you in, I'm hearing, a compromising position. It's kind of like someone wants to act on your behalf, like as an advocate, or give someone a piece of their mind. I don't know. It's like someone is watching another person, another man, or if it's a woman in masculine energy, but it's kind of like they want to speak on your behalf. Someone wants to stick up for you. Someone is not happy how you've been treated in a situation. So that's for someone in this reading. But overall, there's mental clarity. You see everything crystal clear. And that's possibly another reason to add of why you've now taken a leap. Because remember, Eight of Swords is restrictions. Your mental was all over the place, wasn't it, honey? So I really do like of the fact that you have unblocked their shackles. As I said, whatever that situation means for you. So signs that we have here, I would say a lot of air, Gemini, Libra. Yeah, a lot of air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces as well. Yeah, heavy water. Heavy water in this reading. And Gemini. All right, honeys. Wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.